Got it.
We got this. Wait a couple seconds. I don't know how many people are jumping on, but I'll
I'm
get
not
this.
sure.
Oh, I'm not going to be on the screen anyways because I'm screen sharing. Yeah.
I'm excited.
Annie's like, shoot. I didn't plan this right. Okay. Let me pull up. Oh, that's not good. 1 second. It's not giving me the Girl Boss. 1 second.
The Girl Boss Basics.
Yeah.
I'm sure I can always bring it up,
I got
Sean.
it. I got it. Yeah. Present to everyone. I can't remember who.
We are just getting home from Summit, you guys, like within the last couple hours, so we are
very patient with us. Is that one moving, Annie?
Yes, it is. Okay. I can see it.
I had 2 open. I think you start.
Yep.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right.
Awesome. Thanks, Sean. So welcome everybody to the Girl Boss webinar. We want to welcome you to the team. Some of you, this is your first ever training with Sean and myself on our teams, Team Inspiration. So thank you for coming on and joining the team with either one of us or one of the coaches on our teams. We're very excited for you and this opportunity, especially just getting back from Summit. We have a lot on our hearts and a lot on our minds, and we're going to share some of that with you tonight, but I also just want to go through some of the basics to help you get started, really fire you up for the next 2 weeks as we go through the Girl Boss training. So we will go on to the next slide here. Thank you, Sean. So the Girl Boss training came from a book called #GirlBoss. If you have not heard of it, if you do not have it, or you have not read it, I highly recommend it. I have even downloaded it on my cell phone, so even while I'm out and about, if I have downtime, I can just read through some of it. But that's why we have named the training Girl Boss, because we are a bunch of girl bosses. So here is a quote that comes from the book. It says, "My advice to aspiring girl bosses, as hard as it is, stop caring so much about what other people think. Find a way to hear what you want, recognize what your dream, and then put everything you have into that." So this is a quote again from the Girl Boss book, and this really is all about when we become coaches. It's so easy to get wrapped up in the social media and be worried about what other people think about what we're posting, or what other people think about us starting our own business, or maybe even, you know, just feeling comfortable posting your before and afters and just putting yourself out there. But you have to think about that information that you have to share and how coaching is going to change your life and how being with Beachbody already has changed your life, and you just have to share that. You have to create the dream that you have for your future. A lot of you have probably joined the team because you have a dream, or maybe one of the coaches on the team have inspired you to join the team, and you have to take that dream and why you signed up as a coach, really dig deep and put everything that you have into those dreams and into your why. We all have them deep down inside of us, those whys that just really make us emotional and cry, and we saw a lot of that while we were at Summit this weekend. There were a lot of tears that were shed because we really just got to feel that inspiration and be fired up with everybody. Sorry guys, I thought I had exited out of my Facebook, but obviously I had more than one. So that is really what this quote is for, and why we like to share it with you from the beginning. Because one thing that I think about when I'm posting, if I have a scary post, and when you're a new coach, there's a lot of things that are scary when you go to post on social media, is that even when you post something, it may be scary, but what if that one post helps inspire and change the life of just one person that is in your following, that is in your social media? That's what I think about. If one person just sees that post and it inspires them, and especially over the next year as you become a coach, those people really add up. It compounds, and it's amazing to see the difference that it makes. We'll go on to the next slide, Sean. So what we want to talk to you about today, a little bit more of the nitty-gritty, is just expectations from the group. So each day you are going to see a daily video from either Sean or myself. You are to watch that daily video. It's something that's just really quick. You can listen to it on your drive to work, while you're getting ready for work in the morning, listen to it while you're making dinner. It's really a quick clip. I think most of our videos for you are 5 to 10 minutes, so nothing super long. Along with that video, you are going to get a daily assignment that relates to the video. So that assignment typically takes 5 minutes or less. Again, something that's not a huge commitment, but doing those daily videos and assignments are going to really help you learn the basics of what we do as a coach to make the future easier. So those 10-15 minutes that you put in with this group each day are going to create the future that's so much smoother for you with the systems that we're going to give you. We can and we do also give you a bonus video along with our video that we give you. So it's just extra personal development, extra training to help you with what we have learned so we can help you with it. We expect in the group that you do the 3 vital behaviors every day. So make sure, number 1, every day you're doing your personal development. So personal development can be watching the videos that we provide you, reading 5 minutes of the Girl Boss book or any other personal development book, but even checking your online office and studying up on Shakeology or the programs that we have to offer, or watching the videos in the Coach Online office. Just doing a minimum of 5 to 10 minutes every day, even outside of our group, will really help you to build a strong foundation for who you are. I remember, and a lot of coaches will tell the same type of story, and I remember as a new coach being like, oh, I don't need personal development, I don't like to read, I'm just going to skip that because I want to do the other 2 instead. Well, I have learned over the years as being a coach that personal development has really become my number 1 vital behavior, because if I'm not working on myself and growing myself, especially because we are our own bosses, it's on our shoulders to make sure that we're growing as a leader and growing as somebody to help other people and to inspire other people. You really want to make sure that you're doing the personal development every single day. That has really been something that after the first probably 6 months of coaching that I wasn't doing personal development, except for really just getting in the Coach Online office and getting into Shakeology and the programs. I wasn't reading, I wasn't getting into trainings, I wasn't doing anything else. I started implementing that after about 6 months, and my business really took off, and I really started to become a better leader. Also making sure that you are being a product of the product. So doing your workouts every day, drinking your Shakeology every day, sharing about those on your social media. Once a day, one of those should be a post that you do. Because unless we're sharing that with other people, they don't know that we're doing it. We can't really inspire them if we're not sharing that we worked out today, that we, never miss a Monday tomorrow, whatever it is. But really making sure that you are doing your own, being a product of the product. And then also inviting. So inviting to challenge groups. I also call inviting connecting. So just connecting with other people in your network. Just saying, hey, Annie, how are you? How was your trip to Nashville? Those types of things are the types of things that you want to message to people. You don't want to feel like a salesperson, but more just checking in with people and seeing how they're doing. And if coaching comes up, great. If not, that's okay. But really just connecting with people, because the more that you private message people behind the scenes, the more that you are going to show up in their newsfeed. And then also making sure that you check in every single night to the Girl Boss group. We'll have a nightly check-in, just like you get probably from your coach on the team when you've done a challenge group. We do those nightly check-ins typically for the most part. So there's a nightly check-in just to make sure that you are doing these things. Next video page. And I think, is this you, Sean? I can't remember. The positive rejection.
It's you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
So we talk about positive rejection. one thing that we get a lot as new coaches, and even for myself and Sean as veteran coaches, and we talk about this all the time, is go for no. And here's why. We hear no a lot as a coach, especially as a new coach, because we're still building trust with people. People are still seeing and learning from our transformations. So you really have to build up that relationship with people and really let them see how your life is changing through social media. So you want to go for 100 no's. And what we mean by that is message as many people as you can and find 100 no's. You can keep a tally sheet. The more people that you message, probably the more no's that you're going to get at first. However, the positive side is that out of those people that you talk to, you will find yeses in there too. You are going to find people that say, yes, I'd love to join your free challenge group. Yes, I'd love help with my nutrition. Yes, I need help finding a fitness program that I can do at home in 30 minutes because I'm a busy mom. Can you please help me? You will find people that say yes to you when you shoot for 100 no's. So get to messaging. Approximately 1 out of every 10 people say yes. So keep that in mind when you just keep hearing no and no and no and no over again, because when you hear those no's, no does not mean no forever. It just means no, not right now. Because again, they're still building that trust with you and building that relationship. So in the future, they come back and say, hey, Annie, I'm ready to sign up with that challenge pack for you. I'm ready to get moving. They just have sometimes these aha moments. Maybe they see a photo of themselves, or they go to try on a new pair of jeans, or they put on an old pair of jeans and we have the muffin top again. I know for me right now, I have that going on because I just got back and I have a food baby. Everybody on our team knows that. So you just never know when that person is going to need help. So just never mark them off your business activity tracker and say, nope, they're not ready. I'm never going to come back to them, because I have people that I talk to for 6 months to even a year and even longer that come back around and say, Annie, I'm ready to get going. That happened to me this month even. So therefore, we have to push through the crickets sometimes. And what we mean by that is when you post on social media, there may be times where you may not get one like, and you ask a question and nobody comments. Well, we have to push through those crickets, because here's what. Just because nobody likes or comments on the photo doesn't mean that they haven't seen it. Also, when you don't get any likes or comments, it maybe wasn't the best time of day for you to be posting. It's going to take a little bit of time to find out what is the best time of day for you to be posting. And here's an example. For myself, most of my following are working people. So I have a lot of my people that are getting up early in the morning to get ready for work, and they're out the door. Once they're out the door, they don't get on their Facebook. So they're checking it first thing in the morning when they wake up. They go to the bathroom, maybe they're scrolling their Facebook while the shower warms up. So for me, posting early in the morning is very, very beneficial for me. I get the most interaction then. However, Sean is a busy mom, so for she has now learned that posting a little bit later in the morning is best, because when moms are getting busy in the morning, they're getting the kids ready for school, they're making breakfast, this, that, the other thing. They're not checking their Facebook until later in the morning, I think it's around 9 o'clock, 8, 9 o'clock. That's her best time. So it's going to take time for you to figure that out. So make sure that you still keep pushing through those crickets. I remember Melanie Mitro saying when I was a newer coach, saying that her first post that she did on social media, and right now she's #1 in the company, she had nobody that liked it and nobody commented on it. And she pushed through those crickets, and now she's #1 in the company, and she was #1 in the company last year. So really make sure that even if you don't hear anything, just keep pushing forward and just tell yourself, I'm going to inspire somebody and I'm going to make a difference in somebody's life. Also, you can offer free groups. So a free group is something that we run typically once a month. You can do a 5 or 7 day free group. This can help people with nutrition. You can do a push-up challenge group. You can do a squat group. You can do a core group, like working the core, the midsection. You can do whatever you want with this group. But offering a free group just helps people to see what you're doing and what these groups are all about before committing to a longer group, like a 21-day or a 30-day challenge group. Also, make sure that you're following up with people another time. So like I said, if somebody says no, make sure next month that you check in with them and say, hey, how are you doing? I just saw that you went on vacation. Just following up with people. Or maybe they say, right now I don't have the money, but maybe next week when I get paid, I'll be able to put some money aside to get started with my fitness program. So then I write it in my calendar, or put a pop-up note in your cell phone, or put a note in your computer, put it on a sticky note, whatever is going to work best for you, to follow up with that person the following Friday, whatever it is. But I always ask, is it okay if I follow up with you on Friday? That really shows professionalism and builds that trust and that relationship. And make sure that you're selling you. So when you are posting on your social media, make sure that you're not posting price tags. Make sure that you're not selling things. Once in a while, we may post something, maybe once or twice a month, about a challenge pack that's on sale, but we never post about the price. And if somebody asks the price, private message them so that you can make sure that whatever it is that they want and are asking about is the right fit for them. But instead, sell you. So what you want to do is share your story, share your life, share why you're doing what you're doing, share why you are enjoying your fitness program, and share about your Shakeology, and share about your nutrition, share about recipes, whatever it is that is you, share that, because that is what is going to sell the products. You sharing what you're doing is what is going to inspire other people. Next slide.
I think this is me.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure. Oh my gosh. Sorry guys, we're a hot mess tonight. What Melody Mitro said, right, Annie? Top coach of the company is a hot mess. So we are showing you the best of the best tonight. So I think, first of all, Annie just killed this first part. So let's hope I can pull it together. This funny chart actually got brought up a couple times at Summit, and I thought it was so funny because I laughed every time, because I'm like, it's in our webinar. I've posted in my team page. I'm sure Annie has posted in her team page, and it's funny, but at the same time, it's so true. We are typically in this comfort zone, this spot that is so safe. And it varies for every single person, but when it really comes down to it, if you just stay in that comfort zone and you don't put yourself out there, you're not going to know what you are capable of. I really look at it in this way. I can't help anyone unless they know that I'm out there to help them. So if they don't know I'm a coach, if they don't know that I run challenge groups, if they don't know that I work as a Beachbody coach who helps people with health and fitness plans, how are they going to know that I can help them with anything, or that I do free groups? So you really need to put yourself out there and make sure that people know that you're a coach. During the Girl Boss Basics group, there's a sample coach announcement post, and just other ways for you to share your story and to make sure that people know what you do and that you're there for them, because you never know who's watching and who might be thinking, God, I want to get healthy. And if you're sitting in your little comfort zone, you're not going to be able to help the people that you care about the most, even your friends and family. I know some of you are probably going to be scared of being judged. I know some of you are probably scared of what people might think, or what people might comment, or that you might post something, and I already heard Annie say this, that you're going to have crickets and no one's going to comment. You just have to keep trying and putting yourself out there, and you never know who might see it and who it might change their life. When it comes to social media and posting, just a quick tip is every 10 posts on Facebook should relate back to coaching, your challenge groups, or specials for the month. So basically what we're saying is, don't overload your Facebook page as a new coach. Don't be that coach that goes out there and posts the 21-day fix promo picture like 2 times a day and never post anything else. On the opposite side of it, also don't be that coach who doesn't post anything about Beachbody. You have to find a happy medium. So keep it on a little notepad, get a pen out, and just kind of try to keep track as you're posting on Facebook, as you should be doing 2 to 3 times per day, that every 10 posts that you're posting something that's very specific, something that's talking about you being a new coach and what you can do to help people, talking about a challenge group you could be running, or somehow talking about the special of the month. And what's even more important is when you're talking about the special of the month, which is 21 Day Fix and Size, is making it about you too, or another person that you know that has done that program. You just don't want to flash promo pictures all the time. You want to relate it back to you or real life people. You have to put yourself out there. The most successful coaches in this business are using social media so beautifully. And Annie and I can both attest to this. We can see the coaches on our team who are truly succeeding right now. And I know she's going to nod her head with me. They are the ones who are doing social media like a badass. So you need to get comfortable now with putting yourself out there and posting on Facebook. And you're going to get a bigger training on social media in the group, but this gives you a general idea on how you need to start posting. All right, and I'm still going to be switching the slide. So just one second. Okay. So some of your new coach goals, these are two things that you're going to hear thrown around. So we just want to make sure that you understand what they are and why they are so important. While we were at our conference this week, we learned a lot and I think really saw some true statistics. I actually wish we had those screens in here and we should add them in, of what percentage of coaches are successful in this business. And a majority of them are ones that are hitting Success Club 5 every single month. Coaches who hit Success Club for the first 3 months are ones, I think their income was up by like 56%, and they're the ones that continue in the business. So Success Club and Emerald are not something, they need to be something you think about as non-negotiable if you really want to work this business. So what is Success Club? Success Club is basically, it's rewarding you for helping people, which is the crazy, amazing part of it. So every time you have someone, a new person that you're working with that signs up with a challenge pack, it could be a new challenger, it could be a new coach, you get 2 points. For every new challenger or coach that starts with just a Shakeology Home Direct, so maybe they don't want the challenge pack, then you get 1 point. So basically, if you want Success Club 5, which you should, you're aiming to get at least 3 new people a month that you're helping. You guys can do this. As new coaches, it's so overwhelming and scary. Break it down. You are looking for 3 new people that you can help with their health and fitness goals. Friends, family, neighbors, people you've worked with. You really need to start thinking about that and making a list of people you think that you could really help, or who might actually be great coaches too to help other people. If you hit Success Club, let's say this, when you hit Success Club, your first 3 months, you actually earn a ticket for free to the conference that Annie and I just attended. That's like I think it's like a $300 value or $400 value. So that right there, not only are you going to be continually building your business every single month and helping new people with their health goals, they're also going to hand you a ticket to go to like the best conference ever, basically. So you really want to look at your first full 3 months. So if you started as a coach, let's say yesterday, your first full month is going to be next month. You can still shoot for Success Club this month. There's no reason not to, and it can count towards Success Starters. But you can also, if you don't hit it this month, because there's not that much month left, you can also hit it next month and then get it for the first 3 months. But that's really something that you should aim for, hitting Success Club 5 your first 3 months. On top of that, there's different ranks in Beachbody, and the first one is Emerald, and it's like that first goal that you aim for if you want to be building your own team. It means that you're going to get some bonuses with it, like customer leads. Beachbody is going to give you people basically to work with. On top of that, you get something that's called Team Cycle Bonus. I'm not going to go into it in detail, but basically, as you help your team be successful, it's going to fiscally help you too. So the way I look at it, and I think Annie looks at it the same way, is I don't want to be alone in all of this. I want other people to also have the benefit that they can help their friends and family, and they can possibly help find financial freedom from home. And as they're succeeding and you're helping them to succeed and we're training them in all of those good and wonderful things, it's also going to end up helping you in the long run too. So it's like a double bonus. You're getting it on both ends. You need to add 2 active coaches to your team, 1 on each side. So basically you're looking for like 2 great people would be be 2 people who want to be on Shakeology Home Direct, and they want to get Shakeology every month because then they're going to save money on it. So these are 2 things you want to be keeping in your head, and you want to be thinking about, and you want to be talking to your sponsor coach more about, to make sure that you're doing the things that are going to lead you to this. We do a Push to Emerald group that happens we have 2 weeks of the Girl Boss Basics group, then we have a week off, and then we do the Emerald Push to Emerald group. So you'll also have a group to help you get there. Consistency and time. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because I really think all I'm going to say to you is that if you're thinking that you're going to start this coaching business and you're going to jump in the first month and it's just going to take off, and maybe it will, but it's going to take off and you're not going to hit any bumps, and overnight you're going to have Success Club and all those things, I just want to give you a big wake-up call. Most people don't do that. It takes hard work. It takes time. It takes consistency over time of doing the 3 vital behaviors. This is not a quick get-rich scheme, and that's why I love it. You have to put the work in, but you get to see so many amazing things come out of it as you go. You have to be patient with the process. You have to understand that you need to build trust with people, and that takes time. You're not going to be able to just go on Facebook and be like, hey, I'm a coach. And millions of people are going to rush to you. You have to keep putting yourself out there over time and doing those 3 vital behaviors so that you can actually see some type of results and see people that you could actually help. The other thing is, at the conference they said is, don't give up 5 minutes before the miracle happens, is what was one of the quotes that was said. And I was like, that's brilliant. So many of our new coaches get into this and they're like, let's do this. They're on the webinar, they're ready to go. And then they do their first or second month and they're like, yeah, I don't think this is for me. I'm not having enough success. I just don't see it. And then the coaches who stick with it and they get past that 3rd and 4th month, and I actually have a coach, Karen, who struggled her first couple months, and she did everything we were telling her, and she was putting herself out there, posting on Facebook, learning, educating herself, doing the 3 vital behaviors. She was not an instant overnight success, and she is killing it now. And she's that person that knew, she listened, and she's like, I know if I put the work in, it's going to happen. So don't quit right before it happens. Go into this and think, I'm going to be here a year from now. I'm going to stay healthy, and I'm going to help people do the same thing, and I'm going to see success in this business. Okay. Prize time. And me and Annie, really, you guys be on this about this because we stink at this. I'm just going to be honest. We do. We always forget about this. So be on our butts about this, because who wants their own Girl Boss shirt? They are super cute. Check out this tank top. If you do the daily assignment and you check in nightly, you're going to earn 1 entry for every time you do these things. So if you are an active participant in the group, you're actually doing what we're asking you to do, which you should want to do anyways, then we're going to pick some random winners who will be chosen at the end of the group. I think our goal is always to pick 2. And the more points you get, the more entries you get to win. So I think it's one of those things that you should be wanting to do this anyways, but look at this as like an extra fun bonus of you to win an extra prize. Okay. All right. So this is, and really I need to update the slide too, but this is just a little screenshot of my income, which is such a scary thing to share. Annie and I say all the time, talking about money is so uncomfortable, but let's be real, people. There's usually 2 pieces to why you're a coach. One is probably because you do truly want to help people, which is an amazing thing. But the other one is because you might have some really big dreams or goals or whys of how you'd like to fiscally also help your family or yourself personally with things. It could be getting yourself out of debt, which is what Annie and I are doing right now. It could be big goals that you want to travel. It could be that you want to leave your job so you can stay home with your children. It could be even just that you want some fun money per month. Awesome. Or you want to cover your Shakeology. Everyone's going to have a different reason. And I'll tell you, when I started out, you're seeing in April of 2013, I had been a coach for a month. I was a discount coach, which is such a dirty word, but I was a discount coach. Annie was a discount coach for 2 years. I was a discount coach, I think, for like 7-8 months. And we just were doing it to get a discount, and I wasn't trying at all. My goal was not to make any type of income, and that was okay. But then I started to see what this business could do, and I could see where people were having success. And I was starting to see where I could help other people get healthy and fit, and how it could also change my family's life. I a stay-at-home mom with my husband. We were living very paycheck to paycheck, and every little bit of money per month would help. We were also buried under debt, car debt, student loan debt, credit card debt. And so, as many of you can maybe relate to, any extra money, even if it was $100, $200 per month, was helpful. But by April, I started kind of actively working. I'd say in September is when I really started to do my first challenge group. By April, I was making $673 per month. I was a hobby coach. I was someone who was doing it on the side. I was messaging people. I was starting to work it a little bit more. But that was a very significant income for me and my family, for me to have that and to be able to do it while I was working from home. The next, you jump ahead a year, and it's so crazy to see this amount because I'm not trying to brag, but it's so much bigger per month now. This is like 2 paychecks for me as a coach. But in April, which we were in Cancun for 1 week of it, so I don't really feel like I worked as much, but I still made $2,400 in that month as an all-in coach, someone who is building a team, who is consistently doing challenge groups and helping people per month. I guess what I'm trying to say to you, and it's this little quote, little by little, a little becomes a lot. I did a little by little by little by little. I did what I knew the top coaches were telling me to do. I stayed focused. I stayed committed. I relied on Annie and my team as I needed them in order to keep going on those hard days. And I just kept helping people. I kept my focus on helping people with the business. I kept my focus on helping people with their health. And little by little, I was able to build this crazy income from home. And I don't want to share for Annie, but Annie and I have both been able to build a very significant income from home that's going to help us do very amazing things to help our family. And we want to see you guys do the same thing. Whatever your goal is in this business, we want to be, and your sponsor coach, I know, because some of you are from, have other sponsor coaches. We want to help you guys. That's why we're doing this. So take the help that we're giving it and use it. Last quote. And this, I think this was said a couple times, similar to this at Summit too, is successful people do what unsuccessful people are not willing to do. You know what this basically is saying, guys? Everyone has excuses. Everybody has reasons for why this business might work. Me and Annie are exhausted right now. Let's be real here. We have been gone at a conference for a couple days. We are working on so little sleep. We just drove for like 9-10 hours today. And the last thing we really wanted to do was a webinar tonight. But we threw those excuses to the side, and we are on this call with you guys because we are committed and we are fired up and we want to see you guys succeed. So be that person who's going to do what other people will not do, and you're going to be able to live this life and see the success that only a small percent of coaches in this business see. There's only a small percent who actually succeed, and it's not because it's hard. You know why it is? It's because so little people are willing to just keep doing and do the things that other people are not willing to do. So stay committed to this the whole way through and keep that quote in the back of your head. I think that's it, Annie, right? Yes. Any questions?
Yes, that is right. I will post in the Girl Boss Basics group. That is where you can ask us questions, and there is a slight delay in the webinars.
We'll wait a couple minutes.
We'll wait a couple minutes for you guys if you have any questions. Just post in the group, so if you have any questions, you can post them there. We were like right at 30 minutes.
I know, we did so good. I was watching it. I was like, oh. It's funny because everything in our webinar, sorry guys, relates back to some of the Summit stuff. I feel so proud for a minute because I'm like, boom, We do know what we're talking about.
Even though we weren't really totally like mentally prepared tonight, it made going to that conference made speaking tonight so much easier because I just heard all of that information again.
And we knew it, but it's awesome to hear other top coaches say it. Okay, guys.
I'm gonna refresh my page here.
In truth time, I will probably be going right to sleep.
In truth, I may have taken an hour nap.
Oh, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it, what I really want to say.
I did get my work done, though. I have one thing left on my to-do list, so I powered through it.
Oh, my gosh. I played with the kids. I gave them a bath, and I put them to bed. And then I hopped online. Yeah, it's okay.
That's what you needed. That's because you're a girl boss.
Oh, man. I'm a tired girl boss right now.
I'm not seeing anybody posting any questions. It's been a couple minutes. So if you guys do have any questions from the webinar tonight, post them on the Girl Boss page. We will get to them ASAP. You might not hear from us until tomorrow. But we do have some other leaders on the team that are on the Girl Boss page. So if you post them, one of them may get to you before we get to you tomorrow morning. But
they may be exhausted too.
Yes, we wore them out. So thank you for jumping on tonight. We're super excited for you guys. The first post will be going up early tomorrow morning so you can watch that video and do the assignment at your convenience.
Awesome. Okay, bye guys.
Bye.